you tend to put other people's expectation and desire before your own without taking a moment to take care of your own emotional well-being, you often feel frustrated and stuck in unhealthy relationships, or maybe you rely on others for validation or approval or a sense of self-worth. And even if you know that sometimes you should say no, you struggle in doing it in real life. If you recognize yourself in some of those or something along this line, it sounds like you could definitely benefit from learning about healthy boundaries, what they are and how you can establish them. And I'm going to show you the basic of this topic in a very simple and I hope clear way possible. So first, boundary, what exactly it means. So from the online etymology dictionary, the word boundary is created by eri, that means connected with, pertaining to, and bound. This comes from Latin, and it's about boundary markers, but also limit. Boundary stone, or again, limit or circumscribe. So let's try to represent boundaries on paper so we can better reflect on it, shall we? So boundary is a line that marks a limit. So what if I do something like this? And because I've drawn a limit here, we can see a new shape that didn't existed before I drawn it. And now we can see a separation between in and out. And this reminds me what Michelangelo, the great sculptor of all time, said. In every block of marble, I see a statue. I have only to hail away the raw wall that imprisoned the lovely apparition to reveal it to the other's eyes as mine see it. And we did the same thing, sort of, on this paper. So the line reveal a solid shape now. So that way now we have a positive, our shape, and a negative, yes and no, black and white, good and bad. I need it, I don't need it. And that's exactly how we can recognize and see ourselves in our consciousness. Here's how. If you wear this cycle, I know it sounds simplistic, but follow me. What's drawn the perimeter? What's drawn the shape? The only thing that can draw the line is my authentic need. They come through my genuine feelings. So my genuine feelings are the marker, and my need is the line here, right? So if you get in touch with your genuine feelings, you can draw your space, what you need, what you don't need, what you want and what you don't want. So at this point, my identity, what I want, what I don't want, what I stand for, is clear at my own eyes. And that way, it can be clear at other people's eyes, as Michelangelo says. And in this structure, my resources, my energy flow fluidly right here, because I can fully utilize each drop of my energy without dispelling it. Otherwise, if I'm not in contact with my senses, my emotions, so let me take my marker with the left. This cycle can be, the shape can be something, let me exaggerate a little bit, something like this, right? So in my emotional structure here, I can not really see a yes or no, this is for me, this is not for me. It's all a maybe. And the space all around become part of my area here, right? That means people pleasing, fawning, saying yes when I'm actually mean no. And my energy tend to leak out. And this means frustration, anger, irritability, tiredness, anxiety, chronic stress, burnout, depression, because I'm not able to deal with my energy. If you recognize yourself in this, you have learned to keep your emotional structure blurred, like here, in order to survive. If we didn't have the chance to express our emotions and see them validated, or in family, we were engaged in what we call group thinking, meaning we do this, we don't do that, we stand for this, we don't stand for that. Drawing a clear line here is scary. Because of your inner child, it means not belonging to the group, right? And for the inner child, not belonging to the group of people who feed and nurture you means dying. But when we become adult and we want to become emotionally mature, we learn that boundaries doesn't mean detaching from the rest of the world, and doesn't mean losing who we love, because our nervous system is fully equipped right now to use discernment and critical thinking, and we are perfectly able to survive by ourselves. Boundaries are essential foundation for all healthy relationships, starting with the relationship that we have with ourselves, discovering real empathy with others, compassion, maturity. Establishing healthy boundaries in adulthood is a journey. So let me know what challenged you the most in this journey, and I'll do my best to support you by doing a video entirely dedicated to your question. So let me know in the comment. Thank you so much for being with me again, and see you next time.